In this video, I will guide you through the process of installing nginx and configuring it to run an Angular application. By the end of this tutorial, you will learn about nginx, how to run nginx server on Windows, deploy and run Angular app using nginx as a web server. Nginx is a powerful and lightweight web server that is known for its high performance and scalability. It's commonly used to serve static files, act as a reverse proxy, and handle load balancing. Now, let's dive into the installation process. To download nginx, go to its website nginx.org and click on download link. Download the latest version for Windows by clicking this link. If you want it for Linux, then scroll down and click here. Once you click the download link, it will download a zip file. Extract it at a location on your system. This is the extracted folder structure. Nginx has a configuration file called nginx.conf, which is located under conf folder. This file contains server configuration where you can define the count of worker processes, the number of connections per worker process. These are high-level details, and for now, you don't need to understand these. It also lets you define the name of server, the port at which it will be listening. This is the most important block that lets you define the URL mappings for your application. That is, how should nginx behave when particular URLs are accessed? It begins with location statement. The slash signifies the root URL path. Root statement sets the location where it should find your application files. Index defines the main file that should be rendered when application URL is accessed for the first time. So, this block basically tells nginx that for localhost 8080, it will look inside HTML folder and load index.html file. If you look into the HTML folder, there is an HTML file named index.html. This block defines that in case an error with these code occurs, then it should redirect to this path, and this block matches this URL and sets the folder as HTML. Here, 500 stands for server error, 502 is for bad gateway, and so on. So, this means that whenever these error codes are encountered, nginx will look for 50x.html file inside root folder. If we again look into HTML folder, we have 50x.html file. Now, to start the server, open command prompt in administrator mode. Navigate to the location of nginx folder and run nginx.exe. Open a web browser and access URL localhost 8080. This is the index.html page that is present inside HTML folder. Nginx is working. To stop nginx, open another command prompt in administrator mode. Navigate to the location of nginx folder and type command nginx-s stop, where S flag stands for signal. Refresh this page. Nginx is stopped. Now let's deploy an Angular application in nginx. Here is an Angular application which is started at port 4200. Let's verify by going to a browser and accessing it. The application is up and running. To learn how to create this new Angular application from scratch, watch the earlier video whose link is given at the top right corner. For deploying an Angular application inside nginx, first we have to compile and build it. Open command prompt and type ng space build. Enter. This will compile the application and generate a dist folder. If you open the dist folder, it contains another folder with application name. Go into this folder. It contains compiled HTML, JavaScript, and CSS files. Copy this folder. To deploy an application in nginx, we need to copy its contents to HTML folder. Now, since the application files such as JS and CSS are in this folder, they will be accessible only when the folder name is present in the URL path. And for this, we need to change the base path in index.html. Open it. Change this base href path to the folder name. Second change that we need to do is to add mappings for our application in nginx.conf file. In fact, we'll make a new conf file from scratch containing only the information that we require for running our Angular application so that it becomes easy for you to understand. Create a new file. Copy worker processes and worker connections from the original file since we need them as it is. Now, create a new HTTP block and inside this, copy the mime.types. We don't need default type. Define a server block. Make it listen at port 8440. Server name will be localhost only. Now, let's add URL mapping handler blocks. First, we need a block that handles root URL, that is localhost:8440. Its location will be slash. The root folder for this mapping will be html/demoapp. Since our application files are present at this path, index.html is present at this path, so index instruction will be followed by index.html. We don't need anything in this block. So this block will load index.html file from demoapp folder when we access localhost:8440. Index.html will in turn request for CSS and JS files, and their path will contain /demoapp. This is because we changed the base href path to demoapp in index.html earlier. So to handle that, we need to add another location mapping, which will be location/demoapp. And we want that the requested files should be fetched from demoapp folder. nginx has a try_file statement, which is used to map URLs to resource files. This is followed by $URI, which is nginx defined variable representing the requested URL and maps it to a resource such as CSS or JS. Add $URI/ to handle URLs with trailing slash with index.html at last. This block tells nginx that when a URL containing demoapp is accessed, it should match the URL and find the requested resource inside demoapp folder. If the requested file is not found, then return index.html. Change the name of original nginx.conf file and save this file as nginx.conf. We need to close the already open file. Restart the server. Access URL localhost:8440. Look, our app is running, which means that we have successfully deployed an Angular application inside nginx. If you look at network calls of this application, go to Network tab, reload the application. Look, all the JS and CSS files are being loaded from application folder only, which is demoapp. In the next video, we will deploy an Angular application inside nginx in a Docker container. So, stay tuned and subscribe to get notified. Thanks for watching.